students, you are on to Dr. OJ tutorial class. In this video, we shall conclude our tutorial review with part 3 of the tutorial review. Stay blessed. Now, this question is talking about trigonometry. So, in this case, you are given cos theta is minus root 3 and cos theta is root 3 over 2. So you have to find cosec theta without using calculator or tables. Now, how do we express cos theta? Recall, cos theta is cos theta over sine theta. That is it. And luckily, you have been given the value of cos theta. So that means what? Minus root 3. Cos theta is expressed this way. We have to split it because we can factor out cos theta from cos theta. We can factor out cos theta from cos theta. Okay. Now with this and luckily now we are also given cos theta to be root 3 over 2. So we can just write as this implies root 3 all over 2 all over sine theta is equals to minus root 3. Yes. Yes. Is equals to minus root 3. So the next thing now is to find sine theta. So how do we find sine theta? Now, we can just, to make it easy, let's find the inverse of both sides. This should be sine theta all over root 3 all over 2 equals to minus 1 over root 3. Yes, when you find the inverse. So, multiplying both sides by root 3 over 2 so as to get sine theta. It's a very simple process. This is one of the simplest questions. So, sine theta will now be minus 1 over root 3 multiplied by root 3 all over 2. Yes. So, as you cross multiply, this times this will be times 1, this will be times the whole of this. So, this will cancel this. So, sine theta will be minus 1 all over 2. So, sine theta is minus 1 over 2. Now, how do we now get cosec theta? Fine. Recall, cosec theta is 1 over sine theta. Yes. So, that means we just find the reciprocal of this, which is 1 all over minus 1 over 2. That will be 1 over 1 divided by minus 1 over 2. That will be 1 over 1 times 2 over 1, which is 2. So the answer is 2. The answer is 2. That's it. Let's look at another example. The answer is 2. Determine if the following has a point of discontinuity. Example 2 here. Determine if the following function has a point of discontinuity. That is the function discontinuous at any point? Let's check. We're going to check. X is power 6 s cubed. S is power 6 all over s cubed minus 1. Now, let's recall, for this function to be continuous, it must be well defined. So if this function is not well defined, it will not be continuous. What I'm saying is that for this function to be continuous, the value we obtain must not be infinity. This must not be 0. The moment this one is 0, the function is undefined, and so it can't be continuous. So now, for it now to be discontinuous, that means it means that it is undefined, which means the denominator here must be equal to 0. for s cubed minus 1 will be equals to 0, then s cubed will be equals to 1, and x will be just like normal indices, the cube roots of 1, because I hope what I just did there is find the cube root of both sides. That's s cubed raised by 1 over 3, 1 raised by 1 over 3. 3 here will cancel here. You have 3x raised by 1 is x. Then this one is like writing 1 over, cube. So that's the meaning. That's what I did there. So x is equals to 1, because you are looking for a number that when you multiply it 3 times, it will give you 1. It's still 1. That's the meaning of cube root of 1. Think of a number that when you multiply that number by itself 3 times, it will give you 1. 1 is 1. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. So now this function will be discontinuous at x equals to 1. So this function will be discontinuous. We can write as, so the point of discontinuity of the function is at x equals to 1. So the point of discontinuity, the point of discontinuity of the function is at x equals to 1. So the function becomes discontinuous there. So the function becomes discontinuous at x equals to 1. Let's look at another question. The function becomes discontinuous at x equals to 1. Now we have number 3. Find the point. Find the point of discontinuity of f of x is equal to 1 all over s squared plus 4. Find the point of discontinuity of the function f of x equal to find the point of the discontinuity of f of x equals to 1 over x squared plus 4. Now, let's check this. I told you just now that the function, just like the rational function I just did now, will be discontinuous when the denominator is equals to 0. So, this function will become discontinuous because the moment we have 1 over 0, it means it is undefined. And when it's undefined, it is not continuous. So, that's what it means. So, equating the denominator to 0, that is x squared plus 4 equals to 0 will give us s squared equals to minus 4, which will be square root of both sides, x equals to square root of minus 4. And obviously, for real numbers, we cannot have a negative value as our square root. So that means this function does not have point of discontinuity, because the function gives us, we are discussing a real number, but we have a complex value. So it doesn't have a point of discontinuity because x squared is always positive. Yeah. So since the value of our x, the value of x in this function is negative, then the function has no point of discontinuity. It has no point of discontinuity as far as this function is concerned. So it is giving us a complex value. Let's look at one more question. 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 Okay. This is number 4. find x if tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of 1 minus x minus tan inverse of 1 over 4 equals to 0. So, what is our x? This is coming from trigonometric equations. So what we just need to do is, let's rearrange first. We arrange tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of 1 minus x, let it be equals to tan inverse of 1 over 4. Because 1 over 4 is a constant, others are variables with x. Okay? Now we recall that tan inverse of A plus tan inverse of B is the same thing as tan inverse of tan A plus tan B all over 1 minus tan A tan B. This is an identity that you must understand. You must know offhand. So tan inverse of A plus tan inverse of B is this. Okay? So now now we can say let A be tan inverse of x. Let A be equals to tan inverse of x. If A is tan inverse of x there, so x will be tan A. Beautiful. From here, x will be tan A. So let B equals to tan inverse of 1 minus x. So from here also, 1 minus x is equals to tan B. Wow. Yes. So the next thing is now to substitute. Just substitute and you get the value. So we can have. So we now say that now from this formula now tan inverse of tan A plus tan B all over 1 minus tan A tan B will be equal to tan inverse of 1 over 4. Yes. Because we have expressed these two as this. So this one that is on the right hand side, we put it there. The whole of this which is this, we have expressed like this. I hope we understand. Okay. So the tan inverse here, we cancel the tan inverse here. Beautiful. Beautiful. So now what is your tan A? X plus your tan B is 1 minus x all over 1 minus tan A, x into 1 minus x is equals to 1 over 4. Beautiful. So this will cancel this. You have 1 over 1 minus x times 1 is x minus x times plus x squared equals to 1 over 4. Yes. So you can now cross multiply. By the time you cross multiply, we are going to have 1 minus x plus x squared is equals to 4. So you can rewrite x squared minus x plus 1 equals to 4. So you can have x squared minus x plus 1 minus 4 equals to 0. Okay? So you have x squared minus x minus 3 equals to 0. Can you factorize this? No. Because you can't get 3x squared, I'll give you minus x. So using quadratic formula method. So our A is 1. And this is minus b plus or minus square root. What's normally used when an expression cannot be factorized. That is x equals to minus b plus or minus square root b square minus 4ac all over 2a. So your x now will be equal to minus, your b is minus 1 plus or minus square root minus 1 squared minus 4 times 1 times c minus 3 all over 2 times 1. So that will be x equals to 1 plus or minus square root 1. This is plus 12 all over 2. I think that is very correct. So that's x will be equal to 1 plus or minus root 13 all over 2. Yes. So that means your x now, your x will be, which implies x will be 1 plus root 13 all over 2, or x will be 1 minus root 13 all over 2. So those are the values of our x. So with this, we have come to the end of tutorial review for part 3. So please don't forget to click on the notification bell so that when I upload new video, you'll be duly notified. Thank you.